Basically, when a man loves a woman and a woman loves a woman and a man loves a man, they do sexy stuff and they put it in their holes. All right, thanks.
All these fakers during Pride Month, it's LGBT, not LGBT+.
So you don't think non-binary people are valid?
No, they're valid, but...
Then it's LGBT+. Y'all are just crackheads.
Actually, I do want to be fat because bellies are beautiful.
So I've been getting a lot of comments recently insinuating that I'm a girl.
I'm sorry, but you're sadly mistaken.
People of Bikini Bottom, as the manager of...
SpongeBob?
Hold the phone, folks. I'm getting an important news flash from Mr. Krabs. Go ahead, Mr. K. I'm making a complete what of myself? The most embarrassing thing you've ever seen? And now it's worse because I'm repeating everything you say into the microphone.
Oh, for crying out loud, SpongeBob! You didn't get the job!
But growing up is hard to face. Give me something to hold on to, or I'll slip right into little space. Too bad I don't agree. So I'm gonna hang it up for everyone to see, and you can't stop me.
I always hear people say, oh, without the profit incentive, how would people ever be productive? As if fanfiction writers don't exist.
Be a real girl and do what I'm told.
I can be a real boy if it means survival, but when I look in the mirror, I cannot tell if it is my reflection or someone else's.
Hello, hello, I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
I'm gonna rehash this conversation. Butch women cannot have toxic masculinity. And honestly, if you think anything otherwise, I kind of think that you're homophobic and don't see butch women as real women because they are masculine. Toxic masculinity isn't just about being masculine and being toxic. Toxic masculinity surrounds the idea that men are benefiting from a system of masculinity. Butch women are directly fighting against the gender roles that toxic masculinity wants women to conform to. And honestly, if you still think that butch women can have toxic masculinity, think of this. What are the traits that you would consider toxic masculinity in butch women? Now put those same exact traits in a feminine woman and tell me that you wouldn't see that as internalized misogyny. What you see as toxic masculinity in butch women is literally just internalized misogyny. And the only reason you see otherwise is because you see masculine women as lesser women.
Tell me you're a conservative without actually telling me you're a conservative.
This is rigged.
I think this trend is absolutely adorable, and as much as I would love to partake, I know that I cannot, because there is no positive media representation of my body type. What are you gonna choose? A Disney villain?
I am transgender and fucking proud.
Yo, yo, yo. Please never say those words again.
Hey, meet Carla and Debbie. They were sentenced by the same Ohio court one day apart for similar crimes. And although they had different judges, they had the same prosecutor. Carla pled guilty to one count. Debbie pled no contest to 22 counts. Carla stole $40,000 and went into voluntary treatment for a gambling problem. Debbie stole $238,000 over the course of 20 years. Carla was facing a maximum 3 years in prison. Debbie was facing a maximum 60 years in prison. And remember, they had the same prosecutor? He recommended 12 months for both of them. Carla got 18 months in prison, 6 months more than the prosecutor asked for. Debbie, 2 years probation, no prison time. Aren't you interested in examining the system in place that allows this type of disparity to happen? Well, that's critical race theory. Not calling any one individual racist, but examining the system in place that allows this type of thing to happen. And if you're against that, then you're cool with this, and you don't want to see things change.
But when I tell people my name, they still use the wrong one. I say not girl, and they give me back woman, lady, she. I say not woman, they say silly girl. It is not up to you to decide.
Unfortunately, due to capitalism being at the root of everything, I have decided that in order to align with my highest self, I will never be doing anything ever.
He's not a boy, she's not a girl. Can I make it any more obvious?
Non-binary.
I'm non-binary.
He's non-binary.
So you can look this up, but what it means to be romantic / achiromantic, it's kind of called both, means I feel romantic attraction, but I have no desire for it to be reciprocated, or it quickly dissipates as soon as I find out it's reciprocated. So the question was, how did I figure that out? I actually figured out halfway through my current romantic relationship, but I was searching through identities because I knew I didn't feel romantic love quite like everyone else. And that is what I found that fit me both. Every time I would get into a relationship with someone who I thought I really liked, it would just dissipate. Or as soon as I really got to know someone, I wouldn't like them anymore if I found out they liked me. So it was really just sifting through the different identities and finding one that matched me. Now, that doesn't mean that I love my boyfriend any less. It just means I love him a little differently. And it was really hard for us, but...
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart. Maybe you could settle for that and we'll just call it a day.
Am I a boy? Am I a girl? Nobody knows. But my main purpose in life is to sexually confuse everyone who sees me. Am I a boy? Am I a girl? Nobody knows. But my main purpose in life is to sexually confuse everyone who sees me.
Alrighty, everybody, repeat after me. Asexual, pansexual, bisexual, trans people, and non-binary people are 100% valid and definitely part of the LGBTQ community. And if you don't like that, suck my dick.
If we get naked in the bedroom, you knew I was fat before we even got undressed. So just grab a roll and hold the fuck on.
I don't want to be a bitch, but you guys are really boring. Here's my hot take on these videos. Mostly the reactions to these videos. Everyone is out here talking about how Emily has helped them completely change their relationship with food, and it's the first time they feel like they can really eat real food again. If it was anyone else, if it was a fat creator, they'd be shamed for these meals. They'd be told that they're eating too much, the portion size is too big, like how could they put mayonnaise on a meal, way too much soy sauce, can you believe how much sodium intake they're taking, like, and you can't tell me I'm wrong, because I see it all the time. We saw it with Lizzo eating vegan food. She was told she was eating too much. We see people when they talk about the meals and like how they are out of control portion sizes. The only reason why it's acceptable here is because she's skinny. And you can't tell me otherwise. I think this is just a sign of how far fat phobia has gotten in our society, that it is so life-altering for so many people just to see someone eat food, to see a skinny person eat food. I just exist and I'm told to stop eating. And we're gonna, like, we're just falling on the ground for someone to eat white rice. I don't know if I'm just thinking about it too much, but it's a little upsetting.
I think gender reveal parties are pretty bizarre because you're just revealing your baby's genitals to the world, and that's like really intrusive for a little baby. Plus, it's really a sex reveal party, not a gender reveal party, because gender is not dictated purely by a baby's genitals, but you don't know a baby's gender when it's not born yet. So it's just like a very complicated situation, and most often, especially with trans people, these gender reveal parties are just blatantly wrong. Like, if someone had a gender reveal party for me and told me, and said I was a girl, nope, I'm gender fluid.
You're a thin person? Please stop duetting this. You are literally what they're aspiring to be in this video. Do not pooch out your stomach and go, oh, well, I'm not perfect. Like, babes, no one is. But